Shalom Baracha, Shakadosh Baruch Hu will give you happiness, Baracha v'Hatzlacha. This Dvar Torah Nishmat Chaya Dina bat Itzhak Ekhanan Zichronah Levracha. In the Parsha of Teizei, there is something incredible. The Torah said, "Ki tetzei lamilchama al oivecha, u'tanu Hashem Elokecha biyadecha v'shavita shivyu." Akash will give a promise. When you go to a war, you have a promise that Hashem will help you to have success in the war. You will win the war. U'tanu Hashem Elokecha, and Hashem will give your enemies in your hand. And you will take all what is belonging. It's a promise. Akash will promise you. Can you imagine? When there is a war, you never know who's going to win, who's going to lose. You go to the war, you don't know what's going to happen. But when you have Emunah on HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so you have a guarantee. And then the Torah explained, Ra'ita Isha. And during the war, you will see, if you see a woman, you captive a woman. Of course, here we are talking about non-Jewish woman. And so what you do? So the Torah give you an advice. Don't use your Itzhak. You know, sometimes it takes months or years to win a war against your enemies. And then you have, during that time, you had no woman, nothing. You were far away from your wife. And then you win the war. And of course, the women, they're beautiful, they're pretty. And to feel comfort with their soldiers, with their enemy, so they make themselves beautiful, pretty. So the Torah said, look, I know that you will have a big Itzhak, so I give you an advice. Don't do nothing right now, but take it, why you can marry her. My friend, there is a few things that I want to understand in this Parsha. I mean, here we're talking about soldiers that they are tzaddikim. As the Torah said before, the soldiers go to do a war, so they do a big teshuvah. They are only tzaddikim. Because those who are more or less not religious, they will not go to the war. Because if Hashem promises you that He will give you your enemies in your hand, so that means you have to deserve it. So here we are talking about soldiers that they are tzaddikim. So, I mean, Akash will not give you a guarantee that you will win the war and you will have your enemies in your hand if you do bad things. So, my friend, here we are talking about tzaddikim. So, how can Hashem give a permission? If here we are talking about tzaddikim, how can those tzaddikim can see a woman and to have a desire to have a relationship with her? So Hashem said, don't do it now, do it later. Take her home. I mean, here we are talking about tzaddikim. My friend, you have to understand. The problem here is v'ra'ita, if you see. You know, my friend, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He knows there is a big Itzhak. When there is a war, there is a Itzhak. When you win the war, you have pretty woman. And if the Torah will not permit you this woman, so maybe the Itzhak will be very strong, and you will do the Avera. You will do the sin with her. So the Torah said, I don't forbid you not to have it. You have it, but later. Control your anger. Control your Itzhak. Control your envy, the avot that you have. The Torah wants to teach you how to control yourself. it's a good advice that the Torah give you. Maybe by controlling yourself in this moment, because you know, anyway, I will have it. So not now, later. So maybe after you will not go with, you will, then after you will not take her. Then after you will let her go, give her her life to live as she was living before. My friend, you understand? Here, the main sin that there is in this parasha is Geraita, you look. You have to avoid. I mean, you go to the war, so you have to prepare yourself. You are going to do a war, but only focus on the war. After the war, that's it. The Torah warn you. You know there is women. You might do avera with a woman. So the Torah warn you before the war. So don't look. Look, when I travel, I know I always take in consideration. I don't know where I'm gonna sit on the plane. Who's gonna sit next to me? It's a place of my plane, so my private jet. You know, there is there steward. There is there. I don't know. There is woman, especially when you travel in the summer. You know, women they're not well dressed, so you have to. It's a milhama. It's a war. You know, to live in our time, in our generation, it's a war. Exactly, it's a war with the Sahara. So before I do whatever I want to do in my life, I know that it's a full life war against the Sahara, against the temptation, against this, against money, against like today. Today, somebody bring me an amount of money, and he told me, "Look, Rabbi, you do whatever you want with this money. I want this money to go to tzedakah, and take whatever you want for you." I mean, my tzara is, I will give $1,000 to this one, I will give $1,000 to this one, and I will give $500 to this one, and the rest, the $50,000, they take it from me. It's a big tzara, even that I have a white beard, I am a rabbi, I have a tzara as well. So it's a war. It's a war. A lot of times I hear something, and sometimes I want to talk bad language about somebody, and I have to control myself. My friend, before I travel, I prepare myself. David, be careful. You are going out, you don't know who is getting faced. Like, I had to pass through a security. It was a woman, an ally. So she told me, David. I said, yes. Look at me. I said, Madame, you look at me. I cannot look at you. I'm not allowed. That's it. No. I want you to look at me. I said, Madame, I'm sorry. I can't look at you. Maybe call another a man who is in charge in bitachon. I understand you. You do your job. But I have to look to the major, especially that woman, she was not well dressed. So somebody told her, Madame, why you argue? Call somebody, he's a rabbi, you don't see he's a rabbi. Call somebody to check him. So she saw that people were, so she said, but I am here in charge. Yes, you're in charge, but you have to understand. He's a rabbi, you don't want to see your face. You can see him, he don't want to see you. I mean, you have his passport, you have his picture, you have to respect him. So there was a man who came, who was sorry. So, David, yes, David, look at me, I looked at him. So he gave us my Islam. She's a new one here, she doesn't know. Okay. My friend, I have to prepare myself to fight the Itzhak. My friend, the Torah warn you, you're going to go to do a war. Against your enemies. Maybe you will see a woman in a captivity. So I warn you, if you want so that you will not fail, and that the hand of Itzhak. So be careful. Don't look. Go to the war. Hashem will help you. You will win the war. You will come back with a nitzachon, with a victory. But a victory and against your enemy, and a victory against the Itzhak of woman. So don't look. I warn you from now. Don't look to look. Don't look for woman, because then you will fail in the hand of the Itzhak. So this is, my friend, for me, as the Gemara said, as the Ba'alim Musar said, the biggest Itzhak that we have is that we have all time, and we fight him all time, is the Itzhak. This is the big fight of all time, from the morning to the evening, from the evening to the morning. All life we have a war against Itzhak. So to win this kind of war against your Itzhak, always prepare yourself. Prepare yourself before. Always prepare yourself. You know, there is David HaMelech said, "Hishafti derechai v'ashiva raglei edotecha." David HaMelech always prepare himself one day before. Well, tomorrow maybe I will do this. Tomorrow maybe I will do this. Tomorrow maybe I will do this. But when the day came, or the morning came, he will go to the yeshiva. He will go to the synagogue. He will go to the Beit HaMidrash. What does that mean? The Melech HaRashi knows that whatever he's going to do tomorrow, there is Itzhak. There is a fight. But if you go there, there is a fight. There, the Itzhak will go there. If you go there, so there is my friend, all our program of tomorrow, whatever you do in life, there is Itzhak in the middle to tell you how to do. And you have to be careful. By preparing yourself, that's always going to have tomorrow. There will be the Itzhak. So look out, watch out. Whatever you do it according to the Torah. That means do it. I don't. Hashem tell you, he warn you. You have to do it, but you never know what's going to happen there. I tell you something. You know, I had to go to the embassy, and I have to face two women there. So one day before, I prepared myself. I said, David, you know, tomorrow you're going to go to the embassy. There is going to be a queue of people. There you're going to be, so how we can face all this? So I prepare myself. So I prepare myself that I have to be careful, I have to watch out. I prepare myself. And Baruch Hashem, the next day I went to the embassy. There were ladies, there were this. But Baruch Hashem, I protected myself with my eyes. I protected, once you prepare yourself what you're going to face, so Akash will help you. And this is what the Gemara or the Torah advises you. The Torah advises you a beautiful advice. When you go to fight your enemy, Hashem will give you your enemy into your hand. But be careful. You're going to win your enemy, but you're going to have another enemy. Is the Itzhak of women that you're going to captive them. That you will have Itzhak to go with them. So be careful. Before the war, make sure that don't look what you don't need to look. So you will win the war. And then you come back home to your wife, to your children, with your victory, and two victories. A victory against your enemy and a victory against the Itzhak. My friend, today we are the month of Elul. Yes, the month of Teshuvah. And this month of Elul is the month how to do a cheshbon hanefesh about all what you did all year. Yes, and maybe there is something bad that you did. And you know the month of Elul is the month of the Itzhak will fight you more because the Itzhak knows that you want to do teshuvah, you want to come back to Hashem. And the Itzhak will not let you. The Teizei will just give you an advice. You're okay. You're okay. You did nothing wrong. Look, you had a good year this year. Maybe yes, you had a good year on business, but you did not have good year between you and Hashem. Maybe you did not have, and for that you have to do a teshuvah to come back to Hakadosh Baruch Hu, and that will be really a good year. The month of Elul is the month of Elul. It's the initial of Ani lidudi vidudili. Elul. I am for Hashem and Hashem is for me. Of course, all year I was for Hashem. So why only now I am for Hashem and Hashem is for me? But all year I was for Hashem and all year Hashem was for me. Yes, if that's what you think. You think that you were for Hashem all year. But who said that Hashem was with you all year? Who said? Do you have a proof? You don't have a proof. Maybe you think that it's only a think, but it's not the truth. So you have to be careful. You have to do a real teshuvah. My friend, when you be careful with the small things that Hashem asks you to do. So you are for Hashem, but who said, we get used to it. We put tefillin every day, we are okay, maybe do we have a connection with Hashem? A real connection. So the month of Elul give you a view. Are you 100% with Hashem? Are you far away from Hashem? Are you close to Hashem? So it's a fight. The month of Elul, Ani lidudi vidudili. I am for Hashem and Hashem for me, for that. So you have to prove it. You have to prove it. So it's a big fight this month. Because the Itzhak this month will not lead you. The Itzhak will not lead you to feel that kind of feeling, I am for Hashem and Hashem for me. So maybe you will think that Hashem is close to you. So for that, we need the month of Elul. Our rabbi said that the month of Elul, Hashem is near, Hashem is close to you. So it's like, my friend, just imagine if the king opened the bank and he asked anyone who wants money, you can go to the bank, take everything you need. I mean, are you crazy not to go to take everything you need from the bank? Everything is free. You can take diamonds, you can take money, whatever you ask, they give you. My friend, the month of Elul is the month of Rachamim, the month that Hashem, He opened all the sha'arim, all the gates of the Shamayim, the sha'arim of Parnasah, the sha'arim of Teshuvah, the sha'arim, the gate of everything. So why to go pass by and not to use them? The Baal Tanya explained, Melech Basari, the king is here, he's around, he's walking. Whatever you need, ask, just ask. Can you imagine people, they say, well, okay, I have time to ask him. And then you miss all this month, all the month of Elul is the month that a man can be so close to Hashem, so close to Hashem, so close to do Teshuvah. The more you do Teshuvah, the more you ask forgiveness from Hakadosh Baruch Hu, you become closer and closer to Hashem. Teshuvah is from the word Tashuv, come back. Come back to me, come back to Hashem. This is Teshuvah. My friend, as the rabbi said, to come back to Hashem not only a Rasha who can to come back to Hashem, it's not only a Rasha who come back to Hashem. Come back to Hashem. It can be even a tzaddik. A tzaddik on the month of Elul, he do a cheshbon nefesh. He figure a little bit, maybe I didn't do more effort this year. Now I will do more for Kadosh Baruch. Now I will do more for Hashem. It's fabulous, fantastic. This is Teshuvah. Teshuvah is to come back to Hashem. Not only for a man who is bad to come back to Hashem. Even a good man, a good tzaddik, in the month of Elul, he can come. He will review his way of life with Hashem to do better, make it better. My friend, in the month of Elul, we come back home. When you go to the war, and you come back home, alive, Baruch Hashem. And my friend, the month of Elul is to fight the Tzara that we have all year. And Baruch Hashem, and back to Hashem, come back home. אתם ניצבים היו כולכם. On Rosh Hashanah, all of us were in front of Hashem. Where tzaddikim, all kind of people are in front of Hashem. Back home, safe, Baruch Hashem. And Hashem, He's happy to see me. Why? Because I changed. If I was a bad man. So I did Teshuvah during the month of Elul. And Hashem is happy to see me. If I was tzaddik all year. So on the month of Elul, I improve a little bit to be a little bit more better. And Hashem is happy. And now I am for Hashem. And Hashem is for me. Not only just I am for Hashem. No, I am for Hashem, mamash. And I'm sure that Hashem is for me. What I am this year, I will be better than last year. Even last year, I was. Even for Hashem, I was good last year. But Be'ezat Hashem, I have to make it better. Be'ezat Hashem. The month of Elul, it's to go a little bit further. It's a melhama. I think we get the strength to fight the Zahara on the month of Elul. Because the month of Elul, the Zahara, he wants to give us the idea that we're okay. And that is very dangerous. Always have to make it better. And by willing to do that, so by Hashem, we will have a complete win against the Tzara when we come back home safe. So by Hashem, Hashem is not far away from us. You understand? Hashem is so close. Hashem is so close. As we said, כי קרוב אליך הדבר, לפיך בלבבך לעשותו. To do Teshuvah, to come back to Hashem, is very close. Because Hashem is nearby. He's close to you. Just, it's you who need to approach. We have a guarantee that when we fight the Tzara, Hashem will help us to win. Because he's near, he's close. I mean, this is something that Baruch Hashem give us the month of Elul. And the month of Elul is the best month to fight the Tzara and to beat him. Yes. I wish you well. May Hashem give you bracha v'atzlacha, b'riut v'et Hashem. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu give you all what you need. Finish with one beautiful story. Beautiful story. There is the Rosh Kollel here in Ekhanan. The day of the Hilula of my father. He's a ordinator. His iPad where he wrote all his lecture, all his sharing, for a week he will not work. So they told him, it's finished, you have to throw it. But he said, all my Torah is inside. It's an old ordinator, you know. It's an old one. And no one could repair it. It was terrible. And he was very sad that he couldn't do nothing. You know, my friend, what he did? He did well. Shema Israel, that's it, finished. But he was very sad. And that date was the day of the Hilula, Rabbi Moshe Aaron Pido, the day of my father. But he was very, very, very sad. My friend, his friend, he told him, you know, today is the Hilula of the Tzaddik. And it's the month of Elul. It's Hey Elul, the 5 of Elul is the month of Elul. Light a candle in the memory of Rabbi Moshe Aaron Pido, and you will see miracles. Yeah, but what a connection with the Hilula, the Tzaddik. Well, because you must have emunah. Do it. And this morning, the Rosh Kollel, the rabbi, confirmed me this story because I asked him this morning after the tefillah. So what they did, they light the candle. The Nishmat Rabbi Moshe Aaron Pido, and they pray to Hashem with the zechut of the tzaddik. Be'ezat Hashem, the ordinator, you know, the iPad will work. Okay, so that's what he did. So he pushed a button. He did 1,000 times that button. Put it on, push the button. Suddenly, it opened like nothing happened. Incredible. This is something that, this is how to be close to Hashem. When you are close to Hashem, you have everything. I feel so bad, so sorry about people that they have. It's so easy to have more emunah on Hashem. Hashem is like a father. Hashem is waiting for us to ask him. He's so, especially in the month of Elul, he's nearby. Just ask, you get. The month of Elul is the time that we are more closer, we have more clarity on the month of Elul. Because the world was created in the month of Elul. Hashem created the world on the 25th of Elul. And he created Adam on Rosh Hashanah, the 1st of Tishrei. So we have the capacity, we have everything. He's Hashem, he's here. He's so stupid not to do something. To approach yourself to Hashem a little bit more. But first, you must have the raison. You must have the willing. Fight the Itzhak. How can we fight the Itzhak? By wanting to fight it. I want to do the raison. I want to hear. I want to listen to Hashem. When Hashem sees that really you want to do his ratzon, Hashem will help you. And you win. And you come home safe. But be careful. You must know that fighting the Sahara is not easy. Always he will put you on your way things bad that you will see, then he will destroy you. So be warned. It's a warning. Be careful. You must know that Hashem is gonna help you. I wish you well. Hashem bless you. And I pray to Hashem for the neshama, for this lady, Zechuna Livracha, Chaya Dina, but Itzhak Ekhanan, that her askar is the 14th of Elul. May her neshama be in Gan Eden. May her, thank you.